Hello Capricorn, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Capricorn, and it's for December 2018. So it's for you, my gorgeous Capricorn, and it's for December 2018. This month it is going to be really wise for you to try to keep like a certain little notebook next to your bed, or try to kind of like, if you're writing your notes in your phone, in your laptop, in your computer, wherever you write your notes is going to be very significant to do this month, because there are going to be a lot of dreams you are going to have this month that are going to be very psychic, very powerful, very psychic indeed. And these dreams are going to be very revealing, and many times you are going to come across with a certain dreams this month where you're gonna not really going to be able to make any sense out of it. But that's why I'm saying it is so important to actually try to write things down. Whatever you dream, even if it's a one little thing, even if it's a one little emotion, if it's a one like little particular thing that you dream about, please do write it down. You would be amazed at the power that we actually have the very first thing in the morning. You would be amazed if you were aware of your own power the very first thing in the morning. And I was talking about it many times, and I'm gonna say it again, that because we wake up, when we wake up the very first thing in the morning, we are still very much so in connection with our subconscious mind. Therefore our third psychic eye is very enhanced, because over the night, throughout the night when we sleep, we are actually using the rest of the brain that we don't normally use when we are awake, when we are doing things consciously. And that's why when we go to sleep, we just release ourselves, and then we travel. We have a lot of astral projections, but we just don't remember. And now this is the thing, and this is the trick, that sometimes we just don't remember, or we very quickly we forget about it. But because you are going to have a psychic dreams throughout the December, that's why I'm saying it's just so important to do so, because by the time you get to the end of December, you will have your own personal little message out of your own personal little messages that you had throughout December 2018, like when you were dreaming. And then, you know, you may have just one word, you may have just one emotion, or you may have just like about 5 or 6 words, and then you can put them together by the end of the month, and then you can try to make a sense what this is. Are your spirits, are your guardian angels trying to tell you something? Are your spirits trying to tell you something? Are your spirit guides trying to tell you something? You see, it all depends. Maybe the past relative is going to try, the relative who passed away is going to try to tell something, but this is the very first thing that you should do indeed. On another hand, when it comes to the actual number, it is number 9, and you know, number 9 is, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. And number 9 means that you are going to have a final job that is going to be very significant to do. Not final job in general, but the final job in the year 2018. Of course, we are going to be in December, and number 9 means that we be before number 10, so it's just one little thing, one crucial thing that you are going to need to pay attention to, Capricorn. Listen to me very carefully. There is one particular thing that you're going to need to pay attention to when it comes to the actual December 2018. In order for you to move on, in order for you to start a new beginning, in order for you to start new stage, in order for you to start walking through a new dimension, you are going to need to deal with a certain aspect of your life that you haven't dealt so far. Something that you are trying to kind of maybe leave it behind. There's something that you don't kind of think as is so serious or so important, but this is what it is. There is going to be just one more thing that you're going to need to deal with, and that particular thing that you're going to need to deal with, of course, it's going to be completely connected to the very important part of your life, to the very important part of your journey that you feel like not completely happy with, that you feel like that you should have done something more, that you feel like that you should have done something better. Now the 2019 is just about to happen. Now the 2019, it's about to reveal something very important to you, and it's giving you one more chance to actually try to act on a certain stage in a certain area in your life. And this is exactly what is going to happen. It's not only that this is going to be an opportunity, but you are going to do this in December, and you are going to realize a really great accomplishment. Apart from that, you're going to realize that there's going to be like a little adjustment that you're going to need to do, that it's going to lead towards a certain sacrifice. But also, on another hand, the bottom line is that December is going to be like a great achievement for you, great accomplishment for you, and it's very much so to do with what you have done so far, and very much so to do with your own personal spiritual journey, and very much so the whole year of 2018 is kind of going to become very significant in a certain way, but especially when it comes to December, and especially when it comes to your own achievement. This is brilliant because this is due to your own personal knowledge, due to your own personal power, due to your own personal strength. And let me just tell you something, that number 9 also means, my goodness, number 9 also means, most importantly, Capricorn, you've got a big month. Capricorn, you're gonna have a big month this month, okay? Because number 9 also means that this is a lot about your own destiny, this is a lot about your own fortune, and this is also going to be leading towards your own turning point, because at the end of the day, after all this what I said, after all this what I just mentioned, you're still going to come across with a very unusual situation that is going to happen in December, and that unusual situation is going to make you react in a certain way, and the whole new stage and the whole new path is about to be revealed, and that path that is about to be revealed is going to be very, very significant for you later on. Very, very good months indeed, especially when it comes to new beginning, especially when it comes to the year 2019. The December is going to be very fertile when it comes to you planting your own seeds, Capricorn. So this is why this is going to be so significant indeed. When it comes to your actual health, you are going to be suffering from the symptoms of a cold and flu. You're going to be very sensitive when it comes to your throat, so you will find yourself like feeling maybe like a sore throat, like a little bit painful throat, and when you talk you're going to realize that maybe your voice is not going to stretch as far, it's not going to be as strong, and things like that. A little bit of headaches as well I can see that you are going to actually be going through when it comes to this month, and also the stomach. Now the stomach pain is going to be very actually significant, because the stomach pain is just going to be make you aware of the fact that even if you are trying to eat the perfect food, you're still going to feel like a little bit of stomach or tummy, like a sensitivity, which is just going to be absolutely normal. But I will tell you exactly what to do when it comes to your own actual cold and flu symptoms. Please try to get like something like echinacea. Echinacea, I mentioned that herb many times, and it's just something that you take every now and then, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's natural, but if you are on any other medications, please do check with your GP or your doctor whether this is going to interact with your existing medications or not, because I have to say this, and only your GP and doctor is going to be able to tell you this. And on another hand, what else I was going to say, try to take a high dose of vitamin C, because high dose of vitamin C is also very, very good indeed when it comes to cold, flu symptoms and things like that. Try to stick to water, drink lots of water, and also when it comes to your stomach and tummy, this is going to be absolutely perfect months to think about work-life balance and your diet, and putting all this together. Please try to stick to juicing your own fruit juices throughout December. You also need to stick to your own juices, to mix your juices, do your own fruit juicing. It's absolutely brilliant, because you've got so much more that you gain out of maybe juicing your own oranges, or a little bit of lemon, a little bit of grapefruit, just juicing fruit and vegetables as much as you can, because this is going to be absolutely brilliant months for you, for your own personal detox, for your own personal rejuvenation, but especially when it comes to the stomach pain, this is going to be wonderful for you indeed. So this is something that I highly recommend. But on another hand, the energy levels are going to be really good, and you are going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to find yourself rather productive this month indeed. Now, going on the first part of December 2018, now the first date is going to be actually the 4th of December. The 4th of December is just going to be like a little bit unusual day. Because somebody's ingenuine energy, somebody's ingenuine energy that was caused by that particular person, something was caused by somebody else, and very very ingenuine, very not really nice, and you will be kind of thinking about it. And the number 7 is going to be very much so connected to this, and it is going to have a very strong meaning when it comes to that person, when it comes to something really ingenuine. And that is just going to make you feel a little bit strange, and that is just going to make you feel a little bit unusual, and it's going to bring your thoughts or take your thoughts to the completely a certain to a certain part of your life where you wouldn't be if you wouldn't be thinking about this particular situation. And that in itself, it's actually going to be very much so connected with somebody's personality, somebody's temperament, but it's also going to be so much connected with the money and career and things like that. It is just going to shake you up, but in a really good way, because it is just going to make you realize how vulnerable certain things can be, as how vulnerable certain people can be. But that in itself is just, believe me, you're not going to have a really wonderful impact on you, because by the end of the day, that particular situation is going to give it a whole new beginning. It is going to reveal the whole new stage, and you're just going to find yourself being drawn towards the whole new beginning, but also you're going to find yourself feeling very adventurous. You're going to find yourself feeling very excited. You're going to find yourself feeling really good about yourself. So you've got a bit of a yin-yang that is going to happen on that particular day. The bottom line is, this is going to be really good because it's going to be very motivating for you indeed, and you're going to find yourself like that this is exactly what you wanted, or it's exactly what you needed. Now the 15th of December is the second important day. Now the 15th of December is going to be very important day because it is just going to be the time when you're going to feel like really great satisfaction and accomplishment. Now this great satisfaction and accomplishment is gonna make you feel again really. Now you see, I'm doing all sorts of things in here, but this is, you see, I've just like dropped like a wax all over the place, but this is just completely normal for me anyway. But you see, this is going to be very significant because the 15th, you see, I put all this together, and it was the whole new passion that is going to be born, and this is exactly what it means. Everything happens for a reason. Every single little thing happens for a reason in this life, and me actually chucking this candle at exactly the same time is just telling you that there is something very unusual going to happen on that day. 15th of December, it's going to bring you like a will. This is going to be your wheel of fortune. This is going to be your destiny time. This is going to be your destiny day. This is going to be your destiny date, and this is what this passionate candle meant. I say passionate because candle is all about the passion. It's all about the fire. It's all about the flame. This passion, this fire, this flame, it's also inside us. It's exactly the same thing, and it is just as powerful. And for me to just chuck the candle when it comes to the 15th of December, it just means that this is going to be very, very powerful day when it comes to your own destiny and fortune and your own personal turning point. This is when you're going to feel your turning point. This is when you're going to have your turning point. This is when you're going to come across with a situation where you just not you will not know what to do, and it is just going to be out of the blue, and this in itself is going to become your wheel of fortune. And after this moment onwards, everything is going to start changing indeed. You're going to have to keep your eyes on something in particular, and this is going to become your main focus, your main point. Very, very good indeed. What else number 15th of December is going to bring? It is just going to bring you the situation where you're just going to like kind of feel really, really powerful indeed, but also on another hand, it is going to make you feel like it's fair. It's going to be fair. So whatever was meant to be there, like that was decided for you, that was meant to be decided for you for somebody else, something to do with the court, in maybe court, or somebody's trying to make a decision for you on the 15th of December. Also by the end of the day, you're going to realize, you're going to have a realization that the decision is actually going to be really good, and it is going to be really working in your favor. On another hand, if you do need to make a really big decision or something like that, now the 15th of December, it's also going to be the great day, a great time to actually make a really big decision, do something for the first time, or sign something, or start something, and things like that. The energy is most certainly going to be on your side, very fertile for you. Okay, the third important day is going to be the 27th of December, when I need you to be like a little bit careful, because it is just going to feel like a little bit of storm. After the beautiful weather, after the nice weather, after the sunshine, there is going to be a little bit of storm on the 27th of December, and you are going to be shaked up a little bit. Your feelings are going to be like a little bit shaked up in a certain way, because there is going to be a little bit of change that you're going to be going through. There is going to be a little bit of change that you're going to be facing. This is going to make you feel like a little bit nervous and like a little bit anxious. I would highly suggest something like Larimar. You see this beautiful crystal Larimar. This is one of my new crystals. This is a must-have indeed, especially when it comes to you, my beautiful Capricorn, and especially when it comes to December, January and February. This is something that you're really going to benefit from. Larimar is a rather rare crystal, okay, and it comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. You will see it's called Larimar, and I highly recommend this. It is a very gentle, but it's a very powerful, it's a fantastic crystal, because it's got the ability to actually make us feel really good about ourselves, and it promotes relaxation, and it's a very calming indeed. It's the perfect crystal for the actual anxiety, nervousness and things like that, and what you do while you're wearing it. And every time when you're like a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous, you just basically take your fingers and you just rub your fingers like this around it. My gosh, and it instantly helps. You're able to feel this relaxation. You're instantly able to feel this different feeling. Indeed, you're instantly able to feel this slightly different dimension that just makes you feel a little bit more relaxed. And this is why I highly recommend to wear Larimar. And this is also called like a worry stone. It's also when we worry, when we're unwell, when we are like anxious, like a worrying and things like that. This is what you do. You wear Larimar, and also you just like rub your fingers on it, especially if it's really difficult and you would like to activate it and work it in this particular at this particular time. So this is something that I highly recommend to wear Larimar throughout December, January and February indeed. So the 27th of December is going to bring the situation that is just going to make you like a little bit unstable and uncertain. It is going to shake you up a little bit, but then again you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to like feel like you need to go for it. You need to do something. You need to make a certain change, and then it is just going to be required from you to be very mature about a certain stage or a certain aspect of your life. But this is going to be fine, because it is just some certain direction that you're going to need to do, and karmically this is going to be very important, and karmically this is going to be very significant, because it is going to make complete sense that this is going to be your time, your turn to go down the certain road, or to go down the certain route and just make things happen. On another hand, 27 at the end of the day, it's also going to be very significant when it comes to the actual harmony, trust, and beginning of something very important when it comes to the friendship. You know, the certain friendship is going to become very significant at around this time, because somebody is going to show their face, somebody is going to show their help, somebody is going to show their emotions towards you, and you're gonna like it as well. So when it comes to harmonious feelings and things like that, there is somebody who's going to try to reach out towards you, who is going to reach out towards you, and you will be able to see this person, feel this person, sense this person like somebody who you feel really harmonious with. And this is going to mean to you quite a lot. Now, okay, my beautiful Capricornius babies, now going on the first part of December 2018. Now the first part of December 2018, it's actually going to start at like a really it's going to have a really enlightening effect on you. I mentioned to you before that basically like when it comes to your health and things like that, the energy levels are going to be really good, and that in itself is going to have a really positive impact on you, and that also is just going to make you feel like a really adventurous right from the beginning of December 2018, but also on another hand, this adventure is just going to kind of give you power and give you vavavoom to actually deal with a certain burden, certain problems, certain negativity when it comes to some kind of person that is authority figure to you. If you're working, this is going to be manager or somebody like a boss or something like that. If you're at the college, university, this is going to be like a teacher or like an authority figure that was like kind of like becoming a burden to you because they were requiring something from you, but this was maybe very difficult for you to do, or like a wrong time. Or if you're like retired, for example, this is also going to be somebody of an authority that you have to talk to, that you need to deal with, you know, that you will maybe keep on putting this behind, and this became your burden, you see. So this is actually going to come through, because this is going to come forward, this particular situation, and that feeling of an energy, what I said, that you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to actually be able to achieve so much more. And the bottom line is that this person of an authority that I've mentioned, it's actually going to bring you a really good a reason to actually go for this, because it is going to, your own personal power and your own personal strength is actually going to give you self-confidence and the boost of confidence, so you will be able to deal with a particular situation or a particular problem, and the outcome is going to be really good. The outcome at the same time is going to test your strength, test your power, but it is just the realization. The bottom line is that you are going to be happy with your current progress, and you are going to be happy with your next progress, and the next progress of your life, the next stage of your life, is going to start to be revealed at around this time indeed. Also, there is a certain money that is going to come through, certain money that is going to come forward. Other people are going to be part of this money. This money could be like a part of the inheritance or something like that, because it's either inheritance or it's either part of the money that other people are somehow going to be connected to as well. And this is going to be brilliant, because however, you're either going to get it right at the beginning of December, or this is going to be sign, signification that you're actually going to be the part of it. And this is brilliant also, because this is going to be very good for you, because this is going to enable you to have your own homecoming time. Homecoming, homecoming, homecoming. This is so important. This is going to be the most important homecoming time that you had this year. By the time we get to the mid part of December 2018, basically it's absolutely brilliant, because this is just going to be a homecoming time, and this is going to mean to you so much, and you will be able to move on with a certain stage in your life when it comes to your home, and when it comes to the certain changes that you wanted to make. You're just going to feel very drawn to them indeed, which is brilliant, because you will have like a little plan of action, if I can say that like that, and that you didn't have before. This is going to bring you a really wonderful balance, and that balance is going to be absolutely brilliant. There are 4 things that you're going to be focusing quite a lot, but one of them in particular is going to be abandoned. You're going to need to change one thing in particular, and this is so important, because it's just something that you were focusing on so far, something that is not working no longer, and something that it's not going to work anymore like a part of your life. It's just kind of draining your energy, and it's on you to find out what this is. It's on you to find out what exactly to do. It's on you to find out how to do it. But the bottom line is that you're gonna need to cut out a certain part of your life. You're gonna need to abandon the certain part of your life, and you're just going to need to communicate. It's all about communication. It's all about you talking. It's all about you explaining what you want. Please, please, please. You see, turquoise color, it seems to be very significant when it comes to you, and this type of light blue colors indeed. This is a very much so part of your energy. This is a very much so going to be the part of your power. This is on another hand very much so going to be something that is actually going to enhance you and your power at the same time. In December, January and February, these 3 months are going to be very significant for both Larima and for turquoise. Look at how gorgeous this turquoise crystal is. Oh my goodness. And this is turquoise. Is on another hand what I highly recommend you. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. And this turquoise is going to be very significant for you because it's going to help you with the communication. The key to your problems is actually communication. The key to your negativity is actual communication. Basically the end of your problem is going to be the actual communication, and you're going to find yourself in a situation like this indeed. And this is why the turquoise is what I highly recommend, because the turquoise crystal, the link is in the description below to buy this, okay? And the turquoise, it's simply called turquoise, and turquoise is going to help you quite a lot with communication indeed. And what else I was going to say, that abandonment that you're going to have when you realize what needs to be changed, what needs to be abandoned, it's going to be an ending, and this time it's going to be very significant for you when it comes to the actual ending. And that ending, before you would feel like a very nervous about, but now you're going to start feeling very, very passionate about. And this is what the change, when the actual change is going to start. This is when the change is going to start unfolding, and that is going to bring your own assertion, and it's going to make you assertive towards those areas in your life that you kind of felt kind of uncertain about before, and now you're just gonna go for it, baby. Just go for it. That in itself is gonna make you feel really good, because there is going to be the reason for celebration. Okay, and the reason for celebration that you are going to have, it's going to make you feel really good. It's going to have a really healing impact on you, literally healing impact on you. And that reason for celebration is going to make you want to celebrate with the best people in your life who mean to you the most, because it's going to be connected to the huge, massive problem that was driving you insane for a really long time, but especially for the last like 10 months, the problem that was driving you insane, that was making you negative, that was completely connected to somebody that was scrutinized you, is going to come to an end. A person that will scrutinize you so much is going to come to an end, and you're going to come on top. You're going to come with the power. You're going to come with them like a magic flower, because you're going to need to you're not even going to need to do much, but your power is just going to be kind of tested, and you're going to find yourself in a slightly negative situation with this person together, but it's just the way the outcome is going to develop. It's going to be brilliant, because you are going to be the one who is going to have a reason for celebration at the end of all this. So it's going to be absolutely brilliant, and most certainly the step in the right direction indeed. Okay, and the third part of December is going to bring you this something really big. It's going to happen to you, and that big that is going to happen to you, big wish is going to come through. It's going to involve somebody else, somebody who you want, who you completely connected to you, somebody who means to you so much, somebody who means to you a lot is going to be connected to this situation, to the fact that there's a big wish that's going to come through for you. And also following that, the very, very intuitive decision that you're going to make, that you're going to need to make. And that intuitive decision, it's again going to be connected to somebody who tried to control you, somebody who tried to, a very negative person that tried to control you, that will try to control you. Now, in order to deal with this, you're going to need to make a decision that is just going to be very much so to do with you. Only you can make this decision, because it's going to come intuitively from here. Okay, it's to do with the somebody who was trying to keep you in control, and it's to do with the, like a financial situation as well, maybe to do with the work. If you're not working, it's to do with the finances. Is somebody else who's connected to some kind of controlling. I don't like this person anyway, but basically it's the suspension and sacrifice that you're going to need to do in order to deal with this. But you're going to find yourself in a situation, realization that you're very skilled in order to like go for the next stage or the next journey in your life, but to deal with this person beforehand. Okay, a little bit of like maybe a little bit of, oh no, a little bit of like a little bit of tiny little heartbreaking situation. It's going to make you like, oh no, I'm not too sure, but it's going to be absolutely fine. The bottom line is that you're going to do the right thing, and the bottom line is that the things are going to happen, develop in a slightly different way, and the way they're going to develop by the end of the actual December 2018, it is just going to feel absolutely great when it comes to you, my beautiful Capricorn, because by the end of December 2018, the whole new path is going to be actually revealed for you after this point, after this moment, and it is going to feel really good. It is going going to feel like a right thing, and it's going to feel really, really wise. You will feel really wise with the certain reactions that you're going to do, because they will take you onto the certain place or onto the certain journey in your life. And you will see at the end of December exactly what I mean. Okay. So now, Capricorn, I'm just going to shuffle these beautiful cards, and I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are actually in relationship. And this is for Capricorn that are in relationship for December 2018. Oh, okay. So this is the Capricorn that is in, okay, Capricorn in relationship. Now, this is going to be an important month, because it is just a certain problem is slowly going to come to an end. But it's not only that, I didn't mean to say slowly going to come to an end. Certain problem that was there for a long time, that had to do a lot with your partner, not with you. That was your partner's problem. That was your partner's issue. It's something that your partner was dealing with for a long time, and it was draining your partner's energy. It was making them feel really low. It was bringing them down quite a lot. Well, that is coming to an end. That problem is coming to an end. That's really brilliant, because that is going to have a brilliant an amazing impact on both of you. And also, it is going to happen really quickly. It is going to have an amazing impact on both of you, because it is going to be like a part of the swift change. It's really going to be quick, and it's going to be the part of the swift change. And also, this is going to bring both you both. It's going to bring closer. It's going to help you to realize your own strength, your own each other's strength and the power, and it's going to realize you both how much you mean to each other. Somehow, through this negative situation, you're both going to grow closer together, and sometimes this is going to make your relationship even more powerful indeed, because you're going to realize through this situation how much you actually mean to one another. Okay, and your partner is also going to need you this month. Your partner is going to need your strength. Your partner is going to need your power. Okay, now going on those Capricorn that are actually single, perhaps ready to mingle and perhaps not. Okay, Capricorn that are ready to mingle. This is for single Capricorn, and it's for December 2018. Oh goodness me. Okay, so nope. There is something, you will be under a test. Capricorn that are single, you also avoid any serious relationship this month. I can see you going out. I can see you like a mingling with people. I can see you having a great time. I can see you like a flirting. But then again, this is exactly the same thing what I said before. You need flirting. You need to flirt. You need to go out there and just flirt. You need to discover yourself again. You need to rediscover yourself again, because you're going to find yourself being a part of the powerless situation, which means that you're going to find yourself feeling very drawn to someone. But this is going to be a little tricky time for you. This is going to be very karmically connected time to you. So it is the realization about that person that you're going to feel very drawn to. First, you're going to realize how much you feel to that person, but then you're going to realize that you feel really powerless around that person. Something is going to happen energetically and karmically, and then you're going to have a really powerful realization about the type that you like, about the type that you fancy, and then that is going to confuse you a little bit, because at the same time you're just gonna go very quickly through meeting somebody who is very good looking on the outside, but it's just absolute nothing inside, like a completely empty inside. Those creatures that are really beautiful on the outside but empty on the outside, you know, they're beautiful for 5 minutes, you know, they're beautiful for 3 seconds, you know, until we start talking to them, until we realize there's nothing there. It does happen sometimes, you know, it does happen sometimes. I don't mean to be horrible or something like that, but to you this is going to happen when you're going to meet somebody with no substance, but there at the same time it's going to be a very good lesson for you, and it's all about you flirting, discovering yourself, rediscovering yourself, finding this person, and then realizing realizing this message, realizing this important message that you're going to have, and then you're going to start feeling very drawn towards like some kind of spirit guide. Is it going to be me, or is it going to be somebody else, but somebody who you think like spiritually very highly of? Something that they say or I say, it's going to come through, it's going to come forward, and you will realize something else, something very significant, something very important about who you like and who you fancy. And that in itself is just going to make you realize that your journey is about to change. It's going to start changing slightly, and you will see exactly what I mean by the end of December 2018. However, you're going to have a great time. You're going to fancy quite a few people. You're going to find yourself being very sexy, very attractive this month. And as I said, is this flirting that is going to play a very important part here. I know this sounds a little bit weird what I said, but you will see by the end of December 2018, you will find yourself in an absolutely wonderful situation, because the whole new flower, the whole new plant, the whole new beautiful, gorgeous flower is going to kind of come out of it. And that flower is going to be holding a very big secret for you that is going to be revealed. And that big secret that is going to be revealed, it's going to become very significant also in August 2019. So just go out there and have some fun, enjoy yourself, because there is just so much more that is just actually going to come out of it than just ending up with someone. My goodness, this is just the beginning. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, I love you to bits. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.